Yo, what's good, what's good, what's good? It's your boy Plague Lamar, and I'm back! I'm back with another reaction. Guys, today I'm addressing some controversy. It is what it is. Today, it's official. And it states, Georgia can resume the ban on hormone treatment for transgender youth. The judge has stated it's official. This was put into place a couple months back, by Georgia, and they blocked it. They said, "Hold up, it ain't right. Hold up, it ain't right." And then they were like, "Hold up, maybe it is." I'm about to address what it is, my opinion, where I fall on it, and I would like to get your feedback too. Hey, at the end of the day, let's keep these respectful. But this is my disclaimer nonetheless. The topics that I address may be deemed controversial. My opinions are expressed as my own. And if I offend you, fuck you. At the end of the day, we have the right to voice our own opinions. And you should be offended by my opinion. It is just that, my opinion. With all that being said, you have the right to voice yours. And we can have a respectful conversation in the comments below. The moment it gets to be beyond that, no need for conversation then, buddy. I'm going to give you guys just a very, very, very small, brief audio of what's really happening, okay? Let's go.
Years ago, Governor Brian Kemp signed a bill into law that bans some treatments for transgender children. Georgia law now bans kids under the age of 18 from gender reassignment surgery and hormone replacement therapy. In a tweet, the governor says he signed the bill to protect the health and well-being of Georgia's children. But we spoke to critics just...
Without a doubt. I completely agree with this bill. Why? Why do you agree with such a horrific thing? This is why. Your brain is not fully developed. I saw somewhere into like the 20s. How can you make such a life-changing decision as a child when your brain hasn't really functioned? I don't give a fuck about what you want to identify as, what you want to call yourself. That don't matter to me. If you want to be labeled as a banana, that don't matter. What matters is, as a child, you're not fully understanding the consequences of your decisions. You can't, because you're a child. You can't. So, what happens when you're a child and you say, I'm a man, but I identify as a woman. I want to cut my penis off. And you do that. You go through that surgery. And you decide 10 years later as an adult, damn, I don't want to be a man again. Too bad you can't. Because you made a decision as a child when your brain wasn't fully developed to do that. And I'm not saying that you don't feel like a woman. You can feel like a woman at that time. What I'm saying is, I don't agree with a child being able to make a life-changing decision as something such as that. Right? We don't allow kids to drink, but I'm going to allow you to undergo surgery to change your gender? But I'm not going to let you drink until the age of 21. But I'm going to let you do this. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Our laws is just too confusing. Come on. Come on. Who's going to protect our children, dog? I'm totally fine. I don't... If my child want to identify whatever, that's fine with me. I love you all the same. I do. But you cannot make such a drastic decision as a child. Even with the parents' approval, it's just not right. Because why? because you're a child. Simple as that, man. You haven't fully understood the decision that you're making. Now, if you decide to do so, let's just say 21, at the age of 21, you decide to make that, by all means do that. Honestly, I think the age should be more so around 25. Why? Because you'd have had a chance to live a little bit. You had a chance to live a little bit. You had a chance to live a little bit. You lived a decent little life as whatever you wanted to be. You had a chance to experience different things, different cultures. You'd have had a chance to do that, right? And you've also had the opportunity to develop your own level of understanding. Right? And so that's just where I stand at it, man. Let me know how you guys feel. What do you guys stand on that, right? Do you feel like this is infringing on American rights? Right? Do you feel that way, right? And this season, like, this is so much different than the abortion stance, because the abortion stance really comes back from, honestly, being more so of a religion thing. So I don't agree with abortion, but at the same time, I'm not technically against abortion either. It's if it's a woman decide to do it, she decide to do it. However, if it's a woman that I've got pregnant, I would be extremely upset if they were to do that. That's just my personal stance, but that's not what the video is about. I just stated that just in case somebody wanted to make the correlation over to, abortion and things like that. If you wanted to bring that conversation in, it's just they're not comparable comps. It's not a comp that you could use for this sort of stance. What I want us to understand is that there's been so many transgender people that later on in life was like, man, I hate I made such a drastic decision. I should have not been able to make that decision at that age. Simple as that. And that's all I'm asking. I'm not saying don't allow them to do it at all. I'm just saying restrict it to a certain age. That's all I ask. I have no problem with this whatsoever. I think this should be a federal bill. Not a state, but a federal bill, for sure. With all that being said, man, thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. Put your comments, thoughts, and ideas below. Do you agree with that? Do you disagree? What is your stance on it, right? Let's have a civilized conversation for sure in the comments. Keep things respectful. It's all about peace, love, and happiness. We don't want to disrespect anyone. This channel is about love, not about hate. If I see any hate going on, then by all means, it's easy to block your ass. With all that being said, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, stay tuned, man, if you guys choose to. With all that being said, man, thank you guys so much. Comment other video ideas below if you want to hear me discuss or address other topics. And I'm out. I ain't got nothing else to say. Later, guys.